Hey yo, how's it going guys? What is up? Sora's back once again for another video. Yes. Yes, I know this is a very late video because I literally just got her to level 100 the same time as Orchid. Because there's really no reason for me to slime at that time. Now there is, because Orchid is dark, so I decided to slime Orchid to 100. And so why not do it for Izmir as well? But I did actually like slime her a little bit before this. I did get her to like level 90 plus, and I used her a lot during Dread Barrage, which is the what's that? The non-PvP version of Guild War or some shit. I'm very certain by the time I'm already been talking for quite some time, you probably already been seeing like a few footage of me just fucking full autoing and shit. I've already kind of known most of her stuff already, like what she can do and shit, like why is she so good and stuff, but like it only makes it fair if I actually put a video for her, right? Because I haven't actually made a video for her yet, so we're gonna do it right now. Yep. Okay, so one of the main biggest change for her is her Ogi, where obviously the modifier gets bigger, but what essentially happens is that it doesn't consume all of her Icy Blade stacks until it is at 5 stacks, because 5 stacks is the maximum that she can get, and when it is at 5, she will consume all of the 5 Icy Blade stacks, and all other water allies besides her, that means she won't get it, only other water allies will get a buff called Dream Blade, which what essentially that does is that it will give them CA damage and CA damage cap. And how much is that per stack is basically 40% damage up and 10% cap for the Ogi, right? So each stack adds 40%. So basically at 2 stacks, you get 80% damage cap. 80% Ogi damage and 20% Ogi damage cap. Okay, yeah, I can't even talk properly. But yeah, so if you manage to do that, yeah, it's like your party members just gets really strong. So that's one of the biggest upgrades I would say for Izmir, and just to put it like TLDR version, like I really like what they have done to fucking Izmir. Like seriously, before this, before her during her max limit break upgrade, it actually looks kind of like you know, because she's like super slow, right? Her damage is is great and all, but the way she ramps up is so slow. At least now, it's not that slow. It's a little bit faster, but yeah, it's unfortunate that it's still kind of slow, but I can kind of see the main reason why it's a little bit slow now, because of her changes, you know? I'll get a little bit into that in a while. So this is one of the main changes that she has, and the other, I would say the other change she gets is at level 90, which is her third skill. She gets a new fancy looking icon, and now what she also gets is that it no longer reduces, it no longer gains 30% charge bar gain up and hostility down, but she gains a buff called Ice Barrier, this thing. And what it does is that she gives herself a defense, multi-attack rate, critical rate, charge bar gain, and debuff immunity, and hostility is lowered. So basically everything is all cramped into this one thingy, one buff thingy, one icon thingy. And this thing basically lasts forever until the barrier hits 0, which is, I would say, it's pretty damn good, because like if you have a lot of, you know, because water has a lot of options when it comes to reducing damage altogether. So this is actually really good, because not to mention, like, even so, this is only like 8 turns cooldown, right? It actually is not that bad when if you even notice, like, it's just 8 turns cooldown. Because like this probably can at least minimum last you, I don't know, like at least 3 turns or some shit, depending on depending on what kind of setup you're using. If you really do not have a lot of like, maybe if you're not using Lily or any other characters that gives a lot of defense or like sustain and stuff like that, yeah, maybe this can probably go down relatively quick. Honestly, this is actually really good. So then her next upgrade is at level 95, which basically what it does is literally the same as Tiamat Full Limit Break. It's basically a free seraphic weapon for your team. So essentially you can kind of remove your seraphic weapon in a way, because he only, like, if you already Full Limit Break it, I think he only adds like what, 3-ish%? I've forgotten what was the exact amount, but like this is 20%, but like you can literally get a free weapon slot if you have her in your team. So you can kind of remove your seraphic, or if you're in a position where you haven't finished your seraphic yet, you can literally just say fuck it to your seraphic weapon and just slot her in permanently. So basically you can at least free yourself up into trying to farm a seraphic weapon for water until like maybe you're in a much better position in the game where, you know, you're much stronger and shit, then farming all those stuff is not that hard for you anymore. So yeah, you can probably do that at that time. But if you're still relatively early, and if you somehow manage to get her to level 95, yeah, this is a very good upgrade for you. And then the final upgrade that she gets is at level 100, which is a second skill called Farewell. What it essentially does right now when she gets to level 100 is that it no longer consumes her charge bar. Originally, it consumes 20% of a charge bar. Now, it doesn't consume, and all allies will gain Keen Effect and Revitalize. This was there already to begin with. So she will get Keen, which is you get extra 50,000 damage whenever you crit. And you get this one, which is, I think, 500 HP. Yeah. You get 500 HP, or if you're already at full HP, then you get extra 10% meter, because that's what Revitalize does. So this is really good, because one of the things that you probably may have to get as well for her is that her EMP, because her EMP support, what it does is that, what this does is basically when you max this out, this is actually 100%. So whenever you use her second skill, she will 100% gain 1 stack for herself. So immediately in turn 1, you can get at least 2 stacks for her, which is great. Basically, and plus it's like they both share the same cooldown as well. You can literally just press this off cooldown and you just easily just get 2 stacks. And I forgot one important thing, which is this passive thing. It also adds 3% the damage cap whenever you crit. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I just remembered one very important thing, which is this thing. Okay, so the other biggest change, which was technically her rebalance, not really like her uncap, right? Which was this, that allows her to get 1 stack every 2 turns, which is, I think this one is fucking insane, because it allows her to get like insane amount of what's that? At least her ramp up is a lot faster. Because I know previously you have to literally press this to just increase her shit, and this thing. The other change that she got was her first skill is now a red border skill, which is just a nuke. Previously it was a white yellow border skill like this one, right? And then she also gets attack stackable, which is, how much is it? 15%. And the cooldown is now 5 turns instead of 2 turns. Okay. Yeah, so that was the other change. Then the other change was that this thing, like I said earlier, and the cap for her 1 to 4 stacks is a lot higher now. Yeah, 50% at 1 stack for damage up, for Ogi damage, 50%, 85, 120, 155 to 200. Ogi damage cap is from 20%, 50%, 80%, 110%, 150%. Which is really insane though. So the reason why she's really good right now is the fact that if you can actually Ogi a lot with her, in between, you can actually really make use of her insane amount of Ogi cap that she has. Whenever she Ogi, she can hit so fucking hard, right? I think at 4 stacks, I think I was getting like 5 million on her during the Dread Barrage thing, if I recall correctly, at 4 stacks. She gets like, I know she hits like 6 million-ish on my Magna. Yeah. On my Magna grade, she was doing like around 6 million plus on 5 stacks. So I think it was like around 5 million-ish for her 4 stack, which is fucking significant. So it's like, if imagine if you Ogi a lot with her, right? And because now the biggest change that she has is it doesn't consume unless you're at 5. So if you actually Ogi a lot in between, you can really see the amount of damage she can provide just from pure Ogi itself. It also has one other thing that she also provides. She has all these keen effect and stuff. She does a lot of damage as well on like autos, her crit, keen shit and all that other stuff. And then if you actually, you know, I don't know, you just fucking pair it with other water characters, you know, like fucking Kag or whatever shit, Summer Kag or whatever, other critical base characters or any of the, I don't know, seasonal OP water characters that utilize a lot of this, she can be really, really strong. So it's like, you can really see this kind of upgrade. It actually feels like there's a significant change to the character. You can kind of see that the character can be used like in whatever situation, basically. It really just depends on whether or not you want to like go into like burst or like full auto and shit, right? Because I guess one of the main issues I would still say end of the day Izmir is that she ramps up in very, very slow. She ramps up, I would still say, despite her being a lot faster right now, but she still ramps up relatively slow, right? But to me that's still okay, because like once she gets to 5 stacks, she provides that to her other party members is still pretty significant, because each one of them is 40%, 10%, right? As in 40% damage and 10% cap, which is still pretty huge to other your other water characters. And you have to also remember this is a water character we're talking about, and water is like usually supposedly, well, you know, the fish bonito meme thing, so it's like it makes it even better, right? So water has already a lot of those characters that hits relatively high or hard with Ogi and shit, but like in a standard setup, when it comes to relatively on a slower raid, she can be really, really nice. She can provide a lot of damage, she can provide a lot of utility, she can provide some sustain as well, because you know she has a little bit of revitalize. She has like this what's that, the ice barrier to self, just so she can hit even harder. And she can also provide all these wonderful buffs to your party members. You know, that's why she's so good right now, like after she gets her full limit break upgrade. But the only thing that is unfortunate for her is that I guess majority of the players will only use her in a slow setup, as in a slow raid rather, as in if the motherfucker is like super fucking high HP or whatever shit. In other words, full auto, man. She's a very good full auto character, okay? Yeah. There, I said it, okay? She's a very good full auto character. Because I know I used her a lot in the Dread Barrage thing for mostly full auto anyway. Magna now is either you go to... There's only 2 scenarios now for Magna, which is either you go Alberon's aka crit, or you go just Ogi setup. But I don't think you're even gonna use her when it comes to Ogi setup anyway, like actual Ogi setup, because you'll be focused on using Doggo and like whatever other characters, you know. So yeah, that's for Magna. And then for Primal, you have like other shit, right? You know, you have like crit, you can go Ogi as well, and then you have, I'm not sure why you want to go Enmity unless you're like Mr. Soupy. I guess you can do that. Yeah, just go Enmity and Garrison, because Meteoras, man, just stash all that shit in your grid. Hell yeah, brother. Despite the fact that even though she can be slow, right, to ramp up, I still think like the way that she progressed in the raid itself, how do I say, you know, for example, like when she goes from like start off like from turn 1 all the way to say like maybe turn 30, right, for example, in a full auto setup, or if you try to manual a little bit here and there and shit, right, from turn 1 to 30, I would say like her progression is actually relatively like smooth, and I would say is quite significant change to what she has at the moment, because like the stuff that she provides, right, you know, like all this Ogi that she does, and then, you know, she also gets like meter gain, which is 30%. Yeah, she gets 30% charge bar gain up now because she has this thing. Whenever she has this thing, she basically gets more meter gain, she gets Ogi a lot easier, and then if you are using the other characters that provides that kind of shit, yeah, she basically it's like her progress line is actually in a very, very straight line. Like, you can really see it go really, really well. Like, especially when you get your what's it called, Dream Blade, was it? Yeah, Dream Blade. When you get a Dream Blade 2 stacks on your other party members, and then when you see what's that, Izmir is at I don't know, 3 to 4 stacks, right? Man, dude, the damage is so fun to look at, you know, because it's so fucking nice. It's so huge. Most probably actually seen her non-Ogi so she can stack faster, and her Ogi are so high anyway. Yeah, I guess so. But like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you could probably use that in that situation as well. I don't know, because her Ogi is so freaking high. It's so nice to look at, you know, because this is one of the like the characters that has such like crazy amount of cap, you know, in just based on her stacks. Like, the amount of damage that she gets, like, you don't even need this, because the amount of damage she gets from her stacks itself is already so fucking significant, because this adds 20%, right? At 5 stacks, let's just say 4 stacks, right? She gets 155 damage. Why the fuck do you still need this? If you still have problems capping, you probably, I don't know, haven't played the game enough or grind enough or some shit. But yeah, she's so good though. Like, okay, let's screw around her. Well, not literally, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. I can't imagine the situation where Izmir doesn't cap. Like, how the fuck can you not cap with her? Especially Ogi, right? Look at the amount of damage that she has. How can she not cap? No, not really. I'll press it manually later. Maybe I should put Mist in there, huh? Yeah, maybe I should put Mist in there. It's probably is better for Magna. Look at that, man! 5 fucking million! 5 million for only what? 3 stacks? 2 3 stacks. Fucking hell, man! It's so cool though. Her Ogi damage is fucking amazing. That's one of the cool parts I like about her. Maybe I shouldn't follow. I'll just press buttons. What does this actually do again? Oh, I'll just let MC get it in. Oh wait, I should have done that. Oh well, whatever. Alright, 5 stacks. 5 stacks. Woo! 7 million, let's go! I thought it was 6 million. Or maybe because it's high defense or some shit. Woo! 7 million, so awesome! Hey, 1 million Optos in Magna, Poggers. Only 2.4 though. Ah, yeah. That's unfortunate though. With one stack, MC can do almost 5 million already. That's fucking nuts, man. Jesus, fuck. You know? Okay, she has 2 stacks now. She has 2 stacks. How much does she do? Just now she did it at 3 stacks, right? Still 5 5 fucking million, man. 2 stacks. What the fuck? Like, holy shit, man. That's why I say like her progression is actually really nice when it comes to like, you know, getting to that point. Oh yeah, for sure. She's really good in full auto. Alright. The next Ogi, they're gonna get 2 stacks. And I actually really like her animations as well. Ever since they changed it, right? The animations and sprites look so nice right now. Yeah, exactly. That's why, like, I mean, yeah, you're just getting at least like what 3% lesser cap, but like you get more like consistent damage, or you just use other shit to gain more cap out of that. It's just pretty nice though. It's like, dude, like her, fuck man, someone told me, like her, this is the type of full lumen break upgrade that gets me really excited. Like I may not be a fucking water player like Mr. Soupy here, but god fucking damn, man. This is the type of upgrade that I really look forward to. Not like goddamn Orchid. Orchid looks like shit to me. God damn, man. So good. Like, yeah, she's slow, but you can actually feed her in those situations, right? Full auto, because that full auto is like the thing right now. Oops, I forgot about that. Man, the amount of damage though, so good. She can press again? How many times can you press? Holy shit. 22 million. Jesus. Actually, you don't even need to press the third skill anymore. Like, all of them are just hitting 4 million Ogis, man. 6 million. 4 stacks, 6 million. Like, what? Almost 5 million with 2 stacks. Man, this is great, man. Seriously. Yeah, I wasn't using Monk at that time now. Yeah, I wasn't using Monk, but yeah, with Monk is definitely way better. And ever since that, I didn't like once she gets to full lumen break, her second skill is so great, man. And then her the passive of hers that gives us the seraphic thing where you can just remove it altogether. That's so nice, man. Oh boy. I mean, yeah, it's kind of to be given, right? MC hits so hard. But like, just her Ogi alone, she gets so much extra damage though. Holy shit. And yeah, it's like, it's not just like this setup. You can like put up with like a lot of different types of setups too, just to abuse her strength and giving the cap to your other party members and shit too. It's just like I feel like the only thing that you really, if the moment you want to use her, is whether or not the raid is gonna take you a long time to clear or not. You know, that kind of shit. It's like, as long as it's a long raid, right, she can really make your team so damn strong. This is the kind of shit that they really should do more often too, because I think this also really, like, when it comes to emphasizing on like the changes on full lumen break characters, I think another great character as a prime example I would definitely say is Vayne, right? Like, Vayne got his full lumen break and a rebalance, and that made him like, holy shit, right? He was like, he was pretty whatever and a yikes character before this, but now it's like he's pretty core when it comes to like hard raids, you know, or any raids that really requires a tanky type of character, you know. He is just that good, and it's like he also has that buff of his where even if your grid sucks ass, he'll automatically just cap and has a really high cap along with that, you know. Holy crap, man. This is the type of upgrades they should actually be doing on across all elements to begin with when it comes to Full Limit Break. So it actually makes the character like from, I don't know, shit or like somewhat you never see or super niche or whatever shit to at least a more usable site in today's content and shit. They should really do that stuff more often. Yeah, I guess you can kind of say the same for Orchid as well, but I mean, it's fucking dark we're talking about, right? For Orchids, like you can, excuse me, you can pretty much just ignore the fact that Orchid exists and you still do fine anyway because it's fucking dark. You know? At least for water, right, you can kind of see like, even though you probably, well, in most cases, you probably be using like Kolulu, Lucio, or like Uno and all that shit for those kind of setups, you could probably say that most of the time you'll be seeing people doing that kind of, using that kind of shit, right? But like, there's still like other scenario where they can actually make use of those characters too, like the other characters, and it's like a massive change to what Water originally had before this. Now because Water is gearing towards like the crit stuff, but now like you see like all the stuff that Water is getting is, I would say, is pretty cool. Because you have to remember another very important thing. Before the whole Magna 2, the whole Magna 5-star, the ULB upgrade was introduced for Magnas, right? Before that, the only time you probably really see Magnas being used is, I would say, is the Ogi setup. Now at least you see Alberons are a little bit more significant, because they only had their Full Limit Break at that time, and now with the help of that, it actually makes those weapons a lot stronger. Before that, it's like whatever. And then imagine even before that, right? You really only use Ogi setups for Magna. Now at least you can see there's like this setup is a little bit more prominent instead of just Ogi setup, right? At least it's much better than before. Like holy shit, before this Water Magna was so bad though. You know? Same goes for like Fire, right? God damn, man. Izmir, I would still say Izmir is still situational, but the upgrade that she got is fucking fantastic. Like, I love every single bit that she had. Obviously, there are some stuff I would kind of prefer to be a little bit different for her. You know, like maybe she can, you know, it'd be nice if her ramp up would be a lot faster, that kind of shit. But honestly, I think that would make her a little bit too strong. So it's somewhat understandable. End of the day, she's a great character. She's great in full auto. She's great in like long raids or like tough raids, or if you're, I don't know, if you're on a weaker side, she's super great for like new players or like entering early to entering mid game players, because her raw damage is so damn high. There is no way you can cap with her. I mean, I could probably test it with my little brother's account as well, but you know, I don't really want to do that. This video has already been like dragging on for too long anyway. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully you guys find this helpful in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, so hit the like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one. But yeah, once again, I apologize that this video took a really long time to come up because yeah, I didn't really slime that much. So yeah, bye bye. Thanks for watching.